So before we pull forward, we're going to do a mirror check, checking the side of our trailer, make sure we have equal amounts in each mirror, which means the truck is directly in front of the trailer. Then we'll start pulling forward. And the way you know that you're pulling straight forward is to check your mirrors. Make sure you have equal amounts of space between your vehicle and the cones. Space on both sides should be roughly the same. You also want to make sure that you can see both full lines of cones. There's 11 cones on each side. I'm going to try to keep both of those lines of cones in my mirror. If one of those lines of cones gets cut off, it means I pulled up to the side, one side or the other. I'll show you an example of that later on. So now I'll start backing up. I want to watch both of my mirrors. Looking at the side of my trailer. That's not a very good shot over there. Right now, you can see my trailer moving a little bit to the right. So I'm going to steer a little right to fix it. But I don't hold my turn for very long. Over here on the left side, I steered just a little to the left because I saw too much of the side of my trailer. That's about what I want to see. Looks like it's fading a little to the right, so I'm going to steer a little to the right to fix it. Should be coming around to the left right here. Steer a little to the left and then back to center. Don't hold your turns for very long. It's fading a little to the right there. You can see more of the side, so I steer a little to the right to fix it. Now it should be over here in the left mirror. Steer a little to the left and then right back to center as the trailer lines up behind the truck. On the right side, over here on the left, I have a lot of the side of my trailer, so I'm going to steer a little left to fix it and then back to center when the trailer's behind the truck. It's fading a little to the right there, so I steered a little right to straighten the trailer out. It's about what I want to see. I might be seeing a little too much on the left. Well, it looks good. So we're going to jump straight ahead to the straight back without the pull forward. Start moving back. We're just idling here, checking our mirrors. No gas. Back and forth, left to right, right to left. Checking the side of our trailer. We see too much of it. I'm going to steer a little towards that. Push it back behind the truck. A little too much over here on the left. Steer a little to the left and then back to center as it lines up behind the truck. A little too much on the left, so I steer a little left and then back to center. Looks like I oversteered and pushed it a little to the right, so I'll steer a little bit to the right. And check the left mirror to see if I see too much over here. If I do, I'll steer a little left just like this, then back to center. Go back to the right mirror, see how it's looking over there. I got a little more space over here between the cone and my vehicle than I do on the right side, right over there. I'll be off by 4 inches or so, but that's okay. So here's another pull forward. I'm going to use both mirrors on the pull forward just like we do on the straight back. trying to keep our destination in the mirrors. Our destination will be these lines of cones in this lane that they form. As long as we can see our destination in both mirrors, we should be pulling straight forward. These straight backs that I'm doing here are longer than the ones that you'll have to perform for your test. They're probably about twice as long. So we begin backing up, checking our mirrors again, looking for the side of the trailer. I don't see it at all on the right there, so that must mean that it's over here on the left. If you can't see the side of your trailer, in one mirror you need to look at the other mirror. So my trailer over here fading a little to the right, so I look to the right, see it, steer a little to the right to fix it, back to the left. A little too much trailer over here, steer a little bit to the left, back to center, check the right mirror. Looks like it might be moving a little to the right over there toward the cones, so I steer a little to the right, which pushes it back to the left. Checking the right mirror again, it's disappearing from over there, so I look at the left mirror, I see it over here and steer a little to the left, push it back to center, steer back to center as it's lining up behind the truck. Disappeared over there, I'm going to switch to the left mirror, steer a little to the left, check the right mirror, left, right, left, right. Got to know where your trailer is at all times. Now we're back up here, we're going to do another straight back. No pull forward on this one either. Watching those mirrors, we see a little too much left over here, so we're going to steer a little left to fix that. Make sure we can see the full line of cones and the trailer back there on both sides. Trailer's disappearing from the right, showing up over here on the left. We steer a little bit left, and then back to center as it's lining up behind the truck. Still have both lines of cones in view, a little left over here. Trailer just faded out of view in the right mirror, so it's going to be over here in the left mirror. Steer a little bit left to fix that problem. Now it's behind the truck, steered a little too much, a little bit of right. Disappears from over there, so it shows up over here in the left mirror. Back and forth, left, right, left, right. If you're back with just one mirror, you won't be able to see what's happening on the other side. A dog could run into your path, another car could pull up. You always want to check both mirrors when you're backing out. A little more trailer on the left side, right there. I'm going to fix that eventually. So now instead of pulling straight forward, we're pulling off to the left. I'll show you what that looks like. Obviously that's not the picture that we want, but we're going to back it up anyway and put it into the lane. So we're steering a little bit to the right to force our trailer over here to the left, but we don't want to hold that right for too long. So we steer back to the left. Now we steer it to the right again to force the trailer to the left. When it gets about parallel with those cones, We're going to steer to the left to straighten the truck out. Check both mirrors on the way back here. A lot of left over here, and it's parallel to the cone, so I steer a little left to fix that problem. A little too much trailer over here, steer a little to the left, go back to the right mirror. Just fading to the left. So we steered a little left. Went back to the right, now we're back to the left. Now we've got too much trailer over here, steer a little to the left to push it back to the right. When I say a little bit of steering, it's maybe the width of your palm, 4 or 5 inches. A little too much on the left, so we steer a little left to push it back. A little too much on the right, steer a little right to push it back. And that's basically how you straight back. Watch both mirrors. You're looking for the side of your trailer. When you see more of the side of your trailer in one mirror, steer toward that mirror. Hope this video helped you, and thanks for watching.